Hello friends, welcome to GK Sports India YouTube channel. I'm sure you're all enjoying the IPL 2026, the excitement, the results that are going along expected lines, some not according to the form book, but then that is what this format and IPL is all about. But here I want to talk about one particular thing that I noticed for the second consecutive match involving Rajasthan Royals. The impact substitution and the impact it is creating, or the non-impact that it is creating to certain teams. Take the case of Rajasthan Royals. For the second consecutive match, the 15-year-old batting sensation Vaibhav Suryavanshi was played as an impact substitution, used only for his batting skills but not on the field in the opposition's batting. What does this make out? A 15-year-old not on the field but just batting, and once he is finished with his batting is cooling himself in the dugout or in the air-conditioned dressing room. Imagine a 15-year-old. Isn't he supposed to be the quickest as far as the running is concerned? Because we all believe, or normally, the youngest is supposed to be the quickest. It need not necessarily be so. But then, a 15-year-old, his role only to bat, and for the rest of the time, or rest of the match, he is in the dugout. I believe he should be on the field for the entire duration of the opposition's batting. And of course, his batting, we all have seen what he is capable of, destroying even the best of the bowlers, right from Jasprit Bumrah to Trent Bolt to Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, you name it, and they were all faced the flak of Vaibhav Suryavanshi. I fear that if he is going to be used as impact sub in this IPL, the impact sub rule itself is not being liked by most of the players, most of the teams, as it rules out the all-round skills. The bowlers face the flak because you have the choice of having an additional batsman, so you bat until say 8. So the bowlers just had it from the opposition. Well, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, 15-year-old, how would he improve his skills if he is going to be sitting and coming out only as an impact sub batsman? In the latest match against Sunrisers Hyderabad in Hyderabad on Monday night, all he did was be on the ground for 2 balls. One, the first ball which in RR innings, Yashasvi Jaiswal playing it for a single, so Vaibhav Suryavanshi ran to the striker's end, and the first ball that he faced, the second ball of RR's innings, he was out skying to an IPL debutant, Praveen Hinge from Vidarbha. What a sensational start to Hinge's career. IPL debut, 3 wickets in his first over in IPL, and Praveen Hinge, coming from Vidarbha, 22-year-old, was only playing his second T20 match. He played one T20 for Vidarbha way back in 2025, and this being his second T20, and what a start. The kind of start that he gave to Sunrisers Hyderabad. Vaibhav Suryavanshi caught for a first ball duck. Then 2 balls in the 4th ball of his first over, he had Dhruv Jurel bowled off the inside edge, and off the 6th ball of his first over, he had another South African debutant for Rajasthan Royals, Pretorius, caught in the deep. What a start, 3 wickets. Never ever in IPL history have 3 wickets been taken in the first over of an innings. That's Pravin Hinge. Well, 30 lakh that he was bought for by SRH. And at the other end, another debutant from Bihar, Saqib Hussain. He picks up another wicket, having RR in all sorts of trouble. Furthermore, to add more wound to RR injury, they lost 5 wickets before even before RR reached double digits. 9 for 5 in 3 overs. 4 wickets to Praful Hinge. I'm sorry I made him Pravin Hinge. Got excited. Praful Hinge of Vidarbha, 22-year-old on IPL debut. 3 wickets in his first over and 4 wickets in his first 2 overs. His 4th wicket, none other than Rian Parag, the captain of RR. So 4 top order wickets for Praful Hinge in his first IPL match and only his second T20. What a start for SRH against RR, defending 216. 216 was what SRH made, and Saqib Hussain, he got into the act and removed Yashasvi Jaiswal. 5 for 9. That's an incredible start. But then the point here is about impact sub and Vaibhav Suryavanshi. 15-year-old, how would he be feeling? Of course, it is not Vaibhav's fault that he was used as the impact sub. But look at it. If he is not going to be fielding, how will he get better? How will he be chasing? How will he be running and catching, covering the gun? Of course, he will be doing the practicing, catching, all those boundary catches, sliding stops, fielding, everything is fine. But nothing can match the exact match situations. And of course, we have seen him strike boundaries and him scoring runs in 4s and 6s right from the first ball. That is what he looked at doing against Praful Hinge. First ball, go for a 6, not middle it, and it's kite to wicketkeeper. But he deals in 4s and 6s. I wonder if he will be good judgment or good judge of running between wickets, making calls. Communication is the key to running between wickets. He has to also learn that. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is just 15 years. He has the whole world, the entire future to himself, the world at his feet, as they say. But this impacts up, not many like this. A senior journalist who has watched Indian cricket and Mumbai cricket for a long time. When we spoke this privately, he was reminded of established batsmen in the Mumbai camp sitting out after finishing with their batting in first class matches, not showing interest in fielding. That is how it was then. But then this impact rule is killing it. That's what it is. The idea of impact rule, of course, it is not the first season or first IPL with this rule. It has been around for a couple of years, but better sense should prevail for the betterment of cricket. It is already killing all-rounders when you bring in a specialist, and the teams at the toss have 2 sets of playing 11s, the bowling first, a set of 11 plus the 5 reserves, batting first, a set of 11 plus the 5 reserves. So you replace accordingly with an impact sub. But then my idea was, or the thought that came to mind soon after discovering that Vaibhav Suryavanshi was not in the first 11 because RR were bowling, he had to come as impact sub, and this is what my first thought was. Why is he not fielding? How will he learn the nuances of fielding if he is not on the field in match situations? Well, I hope he is used properly, be on the field as much as possible in matches, the entire duration of the bowling innings, and of course his batting exploits. He has demonstrated enough to show what he is with the bat. But then I hope that he develops into a good runner between the wickets. Otherwise, there will be a situation where often he will himself be run out, or his batting partner will be run out, and it may sometimes even cost his team a trophy. Hopefully, the impact sub rule is looked into with seriousness and some better sense prevails. Thank you for your time listening to this. Do share your thoughts on what you think of this particular situation of Vaibhav Suryavanshi not being on the field. Many may say it's the team's choice, it's the team's decision, he is not at fault. Yes, I know, I also mentioned it is not Vaibhav's fault that he is not on the field and being used as impact sub. But this is where the entire management, the entire think tank, the people that make the decisions should think. Otherwise, I don't know where it is going to head. Take care, stay safe.